Welcome to English and Grow. Today we are going to learn vocabulary about an excellent material, and that is the leather. So next time you can speak about the leather products, you can use greater variety of vocabulary and you can speak about it with more confidence. Let's start. So the people who work with leather, they can be called bag makers, but actually originally they should be called settlers because they would in the past they would make products for horse riders and they would need saddles. Now, to get the material, you actually first needed a tanner, and these people they still work in tanneries, and just like other craftsmen, all these people usually have their own workshops. Now, when somebody has a workshop, they also have their tools. So they need scissors, they need needles. These tools need to be sharp. The scissors need to be sharpened regularly, so they are really efficient. And they also need a thread. And what they are going to do, they are going to cut and they are going to sew. Next, they will also need a hammer, a ruler, and also a punch. Now, you can also say it's a hole punch. So, if you put on weight or if you lose weight, maybe your belt is not going to be made to measure anymore, and you can go to a seller and have it made to measure. I mean, the holes again. But if you dare, you can also buy yourself a punch and you can do it yourself. There are actually tutorials on YouTube how to do it yourself. Now, what do? They actually stitch, and every stitch is the same, which I admire. It's excellent precision. And they will also use templates so that the edges of the belts are really the same. And a part of the belt is also a prong. So you can have a single prong or you can have double. And this part of the belt is something that goes through the holes. So you also actually have prongs on a fork. Now on a belt, you have a buckle. You can choose which style you want. If you want as a thin one or a really conspicuous one, it's up to you. And you also have holes. And if you have single prong belt, so you have a single line of holes, but you can also have a double line of holes. So it's not only about belts. You can also have a suitcase made to measure. You can just buy it. You can also order something tiny but luxurious, so like a watch strap. You can order, or you can just buy a purse, or if you prefer, a wallet. And you can also have boots made to measure. Now, as I mentioned earlier, settlers were often hired by horse riders, so they would need a saddle for the horse, and they would also need a collar. Collar is something which is attached to the head of the horse, and then the full gear is called a harness. I'm sorry for those who are sensitive. I understand that, but horse riders they also often use a whip, and that's also from leather. Another product is the gloves. So they should be from the softest skin. So they are really pleasant to wear. Let's talk about materials. So you can have cow skin, you can have veal skin, or you can go for something really luxurious, for example, ostrich. So ostrich is a type of skin which you can see in the background picture, and it's a skin which has these kind of blisters. Now, python is a snake. You can see it in the picture, and I'm sure you know crocodile. Again, for those who are against animal cruelty, I understand that. And the product that resembles leather, but is actually not leather, it's plastic, is called faux leather or leatherette also. In this picture, you can see all the products from leather, and you see two more. So you see a briefcase, which is a kind of a bag, and you can also order a case. So it can be a notebook case, a case for your glasses, or a case for your notebook, for your violin, whatever. Now, I mentioned tanneries. So I have found this picture of an ancient tannery, and usually these places were on the outskirts of the towns. Why? Because of the obnoxious smell. So obnoxious, it means it's really unpleasant. And why was it so? Because they soak it in special kinds of liquids, and one of them was also urine. Nowadays, tanneries are not that stinky anymore. They actually use chemicals such as chromium. And this is it. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, support me on my Patreon, English and Grow, for more videos, Zoom lessons, and language coaching. This is it. And if you ever struggle, remember every breath is a new beginning.